Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So by now I'm hoping from the looks of the pictures and the title, obviously, you've pretty much guessed what kind of look this is. This is my Arabic bridal tutorial. It's a very heavy look. Arabic makeup in general is very heavy. So keep that in mind. If this is not the look that you're going for your wedding or for your event, if heavy is not what you're looking for, girl, you need to turn. You ain't gonna get that here. So that's the look we're going for today, our Arabic bridal. With that being said, let's get started. For my foundation, I'm going to be using Maybelline's Dream Matte Mousse mixed in with my Fit Me No. 30 concealer. I'm now using a foundation paddle brush to apply that foundation all over my face. And truthfully, this step is optional, but really all I'm doing is just laying the product. See how dark that is? It is so dark, but whatever. Okay, next step, take a beauty blender sponge and Fix Plus or any other finishing spray of choice and start to blend out that foundation. You can also use a latex sponge, whatever's in your budget, honey. I am not going to judge you. You can use whatever your little heart desires. I just really love beauty blender sponges, and it's very important that you use a damp sponge, even if it's just a latex sponge, because it really gives you more room to work with foundations a little bit better, a lot better actually, in my opinion. I mean, it really loosens up that product and makes them a lot easier to blend versus trying to move around a dry sponge. And dry sponge is also going to soak up more of your product, so you don't want to apply that makeup only to take it back off again. That's a waste of money. So keep on blending. Make sure you get along your jawline, very important, and along your hairline for that nice seamless blend. And don't forget by the ears and underneath the nose. The eyelids is great to really blend into, and the corners of the nose. I'm actually quite impressed with the way that this Dream Matte Mousse is formulated. The coverage is not too bad. I don't know if it's because my skin has improved a lot or if it's the foundation itself, but it's not freaking bad at all, Maybelline. Job well done. Next, you need to fill in your brows. Your brows for Arabic bridal, now obviously everyone's taste is different. Arabic bridal brows are very much so different from how we do them in the States. They're very dark, very heavy. They do a lot of hennaing of the eyebrows, tattooing, not tattooing, but more so hennaing, So henna tends to look very dark, just like a tattoo. So they look something like that after I've filled them in, and now I'm going to sculpt them. Sculpt the hell out of these bad boys, and then take my Coastal Scents Camouflage Concealer palette and start to sculpt. And I'm using a 249 brush by MAC, by the way. Underneath to literally sculpt. I kind of wanted my brows to be a little bit long, like longer than normal. That is going to be blended out shortly. Let's blend that out. Looks crazy. Take your beauty blender sponge and make sure it's damp, and underneath the eye, just pat out any of that concealer. So the brow should look something like that. Take a little bit of foundation or concealer and prime your eyelids. I then used my Wet n Wild Mega Eyes Cream Eyeliner. It is this one, and the color of it is purple. And this stuff honestly kind of sucks. It's all watery. I'm not really digging this right now. As a matter of fact, you know what? Hold that thought. Instead of that, I'm going to actually use my e.l.f. cream liner. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. cream liner in purple. It's a lot creamier than that wax stuff. And I'm just going to apply it right on top and then start to smooth it out. Make sure not to apply this product too high, because the darker the color, the closer to the eyelid you kind of want to keep it. I mean, you can apply it up high, but just not super high. I have a feeling there's going to be tons of fallout on this look, so I'm going to use my shadow shields underneath my eyes to pick up any of the fallout. And that's also going to help us achieve the nice harsh line that we need for this look. I'm going to take my Maybelline Eye Studio palette, and for now I'm primarily going to be working with that V-shaped purple, which is actually really pretty, and a shader brush. And this probably is going to be the messiest part of this tutorial, but I'm going to pack that onto my eyelid. And you see I'm creating that nice harsh line up there? Yeah, you want that. I think it looks kind of dope. You can also take that eyeshadow, and as you get to the outer corner, you can start to drag it out a little bit further. This step is optional. Now I'm going to go back to the palette, and that lavender color here, I'm going to take that and a blending brush, and starting in my outer corner, I'm going to apply this color above over the top of where I applied the dark purple. So this is basically just being applied in the crease of my eye, and only the crease of my eye. So it should look something like that. This bottom color, the really light, it looks white on camera. It's not. It's like a really light lilac color. I'm going to take a teeny bit of that and apply that in my brow bone. I know I like to say a little bit goes a long way, but that does not apply with Arabic eye makeup. Super heavy and thick black eyeliner, so that's what I'm gonna give y'all. So I'm using the Maybelline Ultra Liner, by the way. So your eyeline should look something like that. Yay! We can apply mascara, but let's wait for mascara. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and remove my shadow shields, because we're going to start working on the eye makeup down below. And I'm going to just blend that outer V out a little bit. Now you're going to need to apply under eye concealer, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me. The shade that I'm using is number 30, by the way. Applying that directly underneath my eye, along the bridge of my nose, just a little bit, and my forehead. And then with my good old trusty beauty blender, I'm going to blend that out. We are not going to deal with these harsh lines. They're not invited to the wedding. If you need to, and only if you messed up on your eyeliner, or if you just want a better sharp edge, what you can do is zoom in so you can see. First of all, go back to the concealer again and take like a thin brush like this one, or you can even use like an angled brush. You can use an angled brush, and I'm going to take a bit of that concealer on the brush and carve out a line, clean up underneath that area so we get an even harsher line. Going back to my black eyeliner, and very carefully starting at my outer corner, I'm going to trace a line underneath, and then I'm almost going to kind of do like a reverse winged liner, but pointing downwards. So mine looks something like that. I'm going to clean that up a little bit with my concealer. Go back to that palette. I'm going to apply that in between our little triangle there. So it's gonna look like that. And I'm also going to apply that purple, I'm sorry, not that purple, the silver on the inner corner of my eyes. I'm going to set that concealer under eyes that I didn't get to do earlier. I'm using my Ben Nye Banana Powder. I'm applying that underneath my eyes with a latex sponge. And I'm also going to apply some on my forehead to make sure I control that shine. Don't worry if it gets like on your brows and your eyes, because you can always sweep that off. So take a powder brush, the one I'm using is from e.l.f., and sweep that off very gently, very lightly. Your face is gonna look super powdery right now, but we're going to fix that with setting powder. This is translucent face powder by Ben Nye. The color I'm using is Chestnuts. I'm gonna apply that with a powder puff, and I'm just folding that in half and pressing it on. Pressing and rolling. Rolling with the homies. Now that we're finally done with most of the powdery stuff, I'm going to go ahead and add mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Lash Stiletto. You definitely want thick, dark lashes for this look, and very heavy. So speaking of lashes, I'm going super, super dramatic, and I'm using a pair by Sugar Pill. And they look like that, and they're probably going to look really funky on my lashes, but I'm going to try them out anyways, because mine are so thick already. Sorry guys, out of focus. And since mine are so thick already, I guess we'll find out. Whew, okay, 4 hours later, I got my lashes in. Yay! Next you need to line your inner waterline, basically that inner tear duct area there. And I'm going to use a black kohl liner. I'm going to use my CoverGirl Queen Collection bronzer. This is Q120. And I'm applying that on my temples, as well as my cheekbones. I'm going to use my La Femme Coral, but just a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. For my cheekbone highlight, I'm going to use my e.l.f. Body Glow on the high points of my cheekbones. And I'm also going to apply a little bit like down the center of my nose for some shimmer. For my lips, I used Wet n Wild's 520E lipstick, and it's basically just like a nice berry pink. A lot of Arabic makeup looks I see always have like bright lips, like they really aren't into nude lips from what I've seen. The completed look, your super heavy drag queen. Just kidding, not drag queen, just kidding. And I'm actually surprised at how much I was able to use drugstore. Let me know what you guys think. I hope that you like it, and thank you for watching. Oh God, do I have lipstick on it? Okay. Thank you. Now, thank you for watching. Bye.